Listen, my campaign is about the people. My campaign is for the hood. My campaign is for those that have been forgotten by the corporations.
For those of you who don't know the story of RDAC-BX, RDAC-BX came as a response to the attacks on the founders of RDAC-BX by the NYPD.
Rdacbx united some people from the South Bronx together who actually came put hands to hammers.
2008, I was looking for a place to live, and me and a few of our friends found this abandoned factory at 478 Austin Place. When we saw the size of it, we immediately envisioned making it a fully public space and open to the community.
The RDAC-BX is a community center, it's a community organization. It's a community, really. It's a bunch of friends getting together and making a difference. A bunch of like-minded and, even different artists in every different form, getting together and trying to build the community through the arts.
The RDAC-BX is this whole synergy of creative intellect and of youth empowerment.
The RDAC is a place where people come together to be in a positive vibe, where nobody will be judged.
Really, when I first came here, I was really overwhelmed of so much stuff going on here. I was just like, wow, when I came here, I really felt at home.
Man, RDAC-BX is family, man. It's like a community that's unified, that works together to bring equality. Even though we live in a system that doesn't have equality, we work together so we can bring these kinds of idealistic equalities to people. If that makes any sense.
People, y'all say power. People, power. People, power. This is the end of an era for this physical space, as it has been violently taken away from us through an eviction. However, this is also the beginning of a new era in which we are now in the streets.
That's right.
In which we are still in the South Bronx. In which hip-hop is back to its original form, outside in the streets and accessible to the community. I also want to share that the RDAC-BX is more present than ever, because the RDAC-BX is not a physical space. The RDAC-BX is a collective of young artists, teachers, educators, and activists from the South Bronx and beyond that have been organizing for the last 4.5 years.
This space was so much more than the elements, so much more than the resources it offered.
We work with artists in the neighborhoods, in the community, on these very blocks that were more than just about creating a song and creating a painting. It was about creating change through their art. It is an atrocity that a community space that has provided young people to be able to grow as artists, to practice culture, an alternative culture to the corporate mainstream-driven nonsense that you hear on the radio. An alternative culture that does not put down the women in our community. An alternative culture that talks about issues like social justice, liberation, self-dignity, and freedom.
The South Bronx needs places like this. It needs places like the RDAC-BX.
I can honestly say that I have learned a lot in the year and a couple of months that I have been here.
The same way that we went into this building and turned an abandoned candy factory with no electricity, no walls, no heat, and turned it into a 5,000 square foot autonomous hip-hop community space. We want y'all to understand that we are out here letting you guys know that while the RDAC is closed physically, spiritually it is alive with the people that are out here, and that a new building is very close within reach for us.
They can't do this to us, man. Not here, man.
This is a wake-up call. This is something that doesn't only happen to RDAC-BX.
There's no stopping us from fighting for what we believe in.
Yeah, he took the space, but he can't take the collective. He took the space, he can't take the heart. He took the space, he can't take the love.
Now I think is an important time for us to let our elected officials know that there is a need for a building for hip-hop in the South Bronx. Woo! And we aren't asking, we're not demanding, we're just letting them know that there's a need and that a new building, with or without their support, is something that we seek to acquire and will obtain.
Our elected officials should be giving these folks an award as well as a space, not evicting them.
A strong feeling that these brothers had no idea who they were messing with. That we will not stay quiet, that we will not accept this, we will not stay silent.
We gotta understand, overstand, and understand that this is mind control and we are at war.
This is class war, and if we don't know that, then we better wake up and do something about it.
We gotta organize, brothers and sisters. It's time to get busy.
First and foremost, if you had to describe the RDAC in a few words, or in one word, or however you choose to look at it, it was definitely anti-hate.
It was a place where artists could come by and share their thoughts and their lyricism.
I am Elsie the Poet, and I am RDAC.
I remember the first time we walked in, it still had like all the yellow walls and the indigenous paintings in red on the walls, and I was just floored. I was like amazed that a center for the people could exist like this, and that the people could go in and it would be safe.
You always get a sense of being welcomed, and when something went down wrong or presses, you can anticipate RDAC to be there and lead the pack.
The people that made up the collective, the people that organized the events that we had and the programming, the Nuestra America Media Center, all of the projects that came out of that, for us, that's been the success of the space, of the work that the Rdacbx has done.
It's just messed up. OD, like, messed up. Because we don't really have that many positive places in the Bronx to go to. So it's like, what can you do?
This Divine RPG, Pee-wee, all day, every day. And I am and always will be the RDAC.
The Bronx is the place where we're making our stand. Wherever we come from, this is our land. We're from Ghana, the DR, Mexico, Virginia, Boricua, Antigua. Our spirit is in you.
I have so much to thank them for.
If every person that appreciates hip-hop in this whole world would just put 1 penny towards these people's endeavor, they could own their own building.
My name is Dave Sino, and I am RDAC.